You're watching 3TV.
Well, good morning, Arizona. Look at that. I think it's the world's largest grill by Johnsonville. So we are cooking up some brats around here. You a brat fan, Tess?
I love brats.
Do you?
Especially when they've got a little bit of spice, maybe some jalapeno in it.
Yeah, we've had them in before. They do a huge
That thing is gigantic.
deal. It's it's a semi.
Yeah,
pulled by a
it's the size of a semi. So we're going to be taking a look at that through the hour. Join you with some food. Let's get a quick check first of how the forecast is shaping up. I know you've been following this, April, saying hold on to your hats, and it's finally here. It's already been picking up this morning, especially.
Yep, it's pretty breezy out there right now, and the winds could likely get stronger before they begin to calm down. Here's what we're talking about this morning out there. Current wind speeds across the valley are a bit strong in some areas. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. 18-mile-an-hour winds right now in Buckeye, 17-mile-an-hour winds in Chandler, and it's a breezy morning in Litchfield Park and Glendale, and picking up just a little bit in downtown Phoenix, Avondale, and Mesa, all at about 9 miles an hour. Deer Valley's at 12 miles an hour. Current temperatures look like this: 55 in Buckeye. Haven't really warmed up much this morning. Up 45 in Chandler and 51 right now in Scottsdale and Peoria. 49 degrees in Deer Valley. We're going to be at about 52 by 10 o'clock this morning. Sunny and much cooler today. 61 by noon. Then this afternoon we're going to top out near only 67 degrees, and the winds probably not even going to make it feel like 67. A little bit cooler, 15 to 25 miles an hour.
Thank you, April. We begin this hour with breaking news right now. 3TV has learned about a woman in Maricopa County who has tested positive for measles. This after visiting Disneyland last month. Now, we are told she is in her 50s and she has since recovered from having the measles. Health officials say she had limited exposure to other people living in Maricopa County. Public Health is now aware of those individuals who may have been exposed, and they're being contacted to let them know about it. The woman is just one of dozens of cases stemming from that outbreak in Disneyland last month.
The other top story we are following on this Thursday morning: a high-speed pursuit ends in the arrest of a man suspected of shooting and killing a convenience store clerk early this morning. The deadly shooting took place inside the Quick Trip at Broadway and Stapley, and that's where Jill has been all morning. She's got the very latest out there right now. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. As you can see, this homicide investigation continues here at this Quick Trip right at Broadway and Stapley. I was actually inside the convenience store that police say this clerk who regularly works this overnight early morning shift was shot and killed right around 4 this morning. Right now, police say they are still in the process of speaking with a witness who was here at the time of this deadly shooting to try and understand exactly what the circumstances were leading up to this shooting. No 911 call was ever made for help. Instead, police say this witness flagged down an officer who just happened to be seen in the area nearby, told him what was going on, and provided that officer with an exact description of the suspect as well as the vehicle that he was seen taking off in. And police say that played a key role in tracking this suspect down so quickly. We've been speaking with frequent customers in this area this morning who say that they typically stop here every day to grab their morning coffee or donuts, and they exchange a few words with this clerk. They say they're saddened by the news because this is someone who was extremely friendly and well-liked.
Although it's a unfortunate situation as to what's unfolded here, we're very happy that we had those officers in the area immediately, and they were able to get that information, get it to the other officers who were working, identify the suspect vehicle, and get that suspect into custody.
The victim's name has not yet been released. He's just described as a man in his early 20s. As far as the suspect, we're still working to get his information as well and learn a little bit more about who this individual is. He did take police on a pursuit that led them through the East Valley into the streets of Phoenix, where he was finally taken into custody over at 19th Avenue and Buckeye.
I'm sure we'll learn more in the coming days. Jill, thank you. New this morning, one man critically injured after a fire broke out at his condo. This near 51st Street and McDowell. Crews were called to the scene around 4:30 this morning. And while they were fighting the fire, they found the man inside that condo. Fire officials say he has burn injuries as well as smoke inhalation. The fire was contained to the one unit. The victim taken to the hospital, listed in extremely critical condition. And Valley family also out of their home because of a morning fire. This one near 14th Street and Polk. Fire officials say the fire broke out in the guest house in the back of the residence. Firefighters were able to put things out quickly. 2 parents and their 4 young children were in that house. They got out safely. Firefighters say at this point they believe the fire started near the water heater. And a judge in Yavapai County rules in favor of a widow of a Granite Mountain hotshot and their 4 children. The decision entitles Andrew Ashcraft's wife Julianne and their children survivor benefits following his death in 2012. He was one of the 19 hotshots killed battling the Yarnell Hill wildfire. Ashcraft was considered a part-time employee, meaning his family wouldn't get the same benefits as those who were full-time, which included health insurance.
When it comes to our roads, Arizona ranks one of the worst in the country for highway safety laws. This is according to the Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety Association. Now, the report says Arizona only has 5 of the 15 laws the association considers critical to promote highway safety. Only South Dakota ranked worse with 2. The Arizona Highway Patrol Association is defending Governor Doug Ducey's proposal for increased fees at the MVD. Ducey, as you've heard, is proposing a $7 increase to the vehicle registration fee. That money would help fund the Department of Public Safety. During the governor's State of the State address, he promised no new taxes to fund the state budget. A spokesperson for the governor says this is not a tax. The Highway Patrol Association said in a statement that the fee would generate $65 million into the Arizona Highway Patrol Fund. The Arizona Highway Patrol Association supports this and does not consider it a tax. Now, lawmakers would still need to pass this proposal for it to go through. Tonight, the City of Phoenix Aviation Department will be holding another community outreach meeting to talk about new FAA flight paths and the noise they create. Last year, flight paths were changed, and thousands of residents have since been complaining. That meeting is set for tonight from 5 until 7 at Metro Tech High School. That's at 19th Avenue and Thomas Road.
We have some breaking sports news this hour, and I'm shocked to hear this. NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon says he will retire after next season. According to Hendrick Motorsports, 2015 will be Gordon's final full-time NASCAR season. Everybody knows his number 24 Chevy. He's been on the show. He's won here in Phoenix, and he's won the Daytona 500 3 times and is third on the all-time Cup wins list with 92 career wins. He was just here at the Barrett-Jackson this week as well, selling his Busch car that he won in Phoenix quite a few years ago. Now to some Super Bowl news on Super Bowl Sunday. The roof at University of Phoenix Stadium will be open. The NFL says unless the weather is bad, they're going to leave the roof open for the big game between the Seahawks and the Patriots. Cardinals didn't open the roof during any games this season, which was kind of surprising. There was quite a few nice Sundays. Since the stadium was built back in 2006, the roof has only been open for 22 games.
That's an interesting number. I think it'd open it much more than that, but glad it's going to be open for the Super Bowl. And here's a Super Bowl story that spans the galaxies. Star-Lord and Captain America are putting a little bet on who wins. Chris Pratt and Chris Evans, who play the Marvel comic superheroes, placed their bets on Twitter. If the Seattle Seahawks win Super Bowl 49, Evans has to visit a Seattle Children's Hospital in his Captain America costume. But if the New England Patriots win, Pratt must visit a Boston Pediatrics Cancer Center dressed as Star-Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Although either way, I think they would both be thrilled to be visiting those kids.
Yeah,
right?
I would think so, yeah. Can't wait for the weekend so you can sleep in, right? Well, sorry, got some bad news for you. That may be making you fat and increasing your chance of diabetes. Gosh.
That's not good.
Went south in a hurry. Believe it or not, it's called social jet lag. When your waking hours on the weekend don't match your hours during the week. You're not sure why yet, but altering your sleep pattern raises the odds of obesity, diabetes, even heart disease. That's according to this one study, and even just a 2-hour difference in your sleep made a difference in people's health.
That is all bad news for all of us.
Well, you don't sleep in on weekends anyway.
I don't sleep, period. Cheetos are about to get a little sweeter. The company introducing Cheetos Sweetos for a little time. Now, forget about the cheese. This is a cinnamon sugar puff snack, and it's the first time Cheetos has cranked out a sweet treat. Cheetos Sweetos will be out later this month. Those may be good.
Hey, we're getting ready for the Pro Bowl this Sunday, the Super Bowl the following Sunday. Nothing like the smell of a grill to make your mouth water.
Oh, yeah. This morning, the folks from Johnsonville Brats are here to show us how to grill that perfect brat. We're going to be outside with this big old grill when we come back.
Nice. Lots of sunshine and a little bit of wind out there to kick off your Thursday. Those winds are going to get stronger today. We'll talk about that coming up.
Finding real-life learning for your child is tough, but we're taking you to BizTown. How this fully interactive town turns students into business owners, and what you can do to get your school to join in. 3TV, helping parents guide their child's education. Tonight at 9 on 3TV.
Good Morning Arizona is brought to you by the ARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford.
According to an important study, if you're injured in an auto accident and you hire a lawyer, the insurance company usually pays more than twice the amount for pain and suffering. After any accident, call Goldberg and Osborne.
You are a born hunter. A hunter that feasts from land and sea. Evolution has been kind to you, and so has Arby's. Because now, you can mix and match any 2 of your 3 favorite classic Arby's sandwiches for just $6. Join the sandwich hunt. It's a very easy hunt. Arby's, we have the meat.
Does a freshly printed presentation fill you with optimism? Then you might be gear-centric. Right now, get this case of paper for only $24.99 and save even more after rewards. Office Depot and Office Max. Gear up for great.
How smart is your car? Can it do this? Or what about this? Can it say this? How about eyes in the back of its head? And does it have a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty that's 5 years longer than Honda or Toyota? Smart? You have no idea. The smart move is to get into a Hyundai Sonata. Get 0% APR for 60 months. Or get up to $2,500 in total savings. Now that's smart. Get to your Valley Hyundai dealer today.
Diamonds, the jewelry exchange, has 2-carat solitaires for $19.90, certified 2 carats for $59.90, 3-carat rings for $6,900, and most sizes and grades of GIA diamonds, all with a low price guarantee. Buy direct, the jewelry exchange in Phoenix.
Have you or a loved one suffered a heart attack or stroke after using any testosterone product? Call Goldberg and Osborne now about making a claim for substantial compensation. Goldberg and Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
A mind over matter experiment.
So you feel like your coffee isn't working sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
With a brand new coffee guaranteed to sharpen focus and a result you cannot miss. New Doctors.
Today at noon on 3TV.
Today, Phoenix Suns players are taking to the skies. Players Goran and Zoran Dragic, Tyler Ennis, Archie Goodwin, Gerald Green, and head coach Jeff Hornacek trading places with Southwest Airline employees at Sky Harbor Airport. So, at 2 o'clock, instead of making plays, they'll be making boarding announcements, taking your boarding passes possibly, and even marshal an airplane into the gate. Members of the Suns Dancers and Solar Squad will be there to cheer them on. The Gorilla will also be at the terminal, but get this, he's celebrating something else. Today marks 35 years since the Gorilla joined the Phoenix Suns. Here's how this all started. Back in 1980, a guy dressed in a gorilla suit showed up at a Suns game to deliver a singing telegram to a fan who was there celebrating a birthday. It was a huge hit that the team decided to make the Gorilla its official mascot, and it's been that way ever since. The Gorilla makes about 400 appearances every single year.
All right, we're getting ready for the big game, and there's nothing like tossing back some brats burgers on the grill, and if you're going to do it, I recommend you get a 65-footer. That's what we are standing on. This Johnsonville truck and trailer. It is a semi, absolutely huge. And if you want to fire up 750 brats at the same time, that's the way to do it. We've got Ryan Allison here. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
All the way from Wisconsin. We got Carl manning the grill here with his Harley-Davidson shirt on, so all is good in the back parking lot. You guys are ready to roll for a big week here.
That's right. We absolutely are. We're in town for the big game. We're going to help raise money for the Glendale firefighters over there.
Nice.
Grilling up some Johnsonville brats on the world's largest grill. It's 65 feet long. It weighs 53,000 pounds. The lid you're looking at right now weighs 6,000 pounds.
I'm guessing one person does not lift that lid by himself.
No, that's right. It's all hydraulics.
Nice.
We can get 750 Johnsonville brats at a time on the grill, or 2,500 Johnsonville brats an hour.
I like it. So are you going to be at the game or just activities this week?
Well, we're actually going to be at the game between gate 2 and 3.
Okay.
Grilling up brats with the Glendale firefighters out there, raising money for the firefighters charity.
That is a great idea. I see you guys everywhere. If I'm not mistaken, I've seen this truck in New York City on the morning shows there. How many miles do you guys log a year? It's got to be a huge number.
Yeah, it's between 50 and 70,000.
Is that right? Is there just one of these trucks, or is there more?
There's 3.
There's 3.
Yeah.
It could have been another truck then.
It could have been. Johnsonville introduced the first truck in 1995 to celebrate their 50th anniversary, and they added 2 more on just because the Big Taste Grill was so popular and the charity work was so successful. We've actually raised over $3.5 million to date.
Is that right?
That's right.
Oh, that's great. How much propane do you guys go through?
A lot.
I can imagine. What, do you got big tanks on the back here?
Well, actually, that's one of them's for water, and the other's for air, and the air pressure pushes the water through the system, so we've got hot and cold running water on board. We've also got a freezer right here that holds 2,000 pounds of Johnsonville brats, and it's a lot of fun.
Wow. Tell us about what you got here.
Well, what I wanted to share with you right away was called the Johnsonville Brat Hot Tub, and it's a really simple recipe that folks can do at home to keep their Johnsonville brats nice and hot throughout their entire game, throughout the big game. So what you do is you throw your favorite brew right into a foil pan right on the grill.
I like it.
After your Johnsonville brats have been cooked low and slow, you toss them into the brat hot tub and just turn your grill down to low and just let them simmer. That way folks can eat as they like, during halftime or as the game comes to an end.
So if you're at home and you're making burgers, can you do the same thing?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And we've actually got the Johnsonville grillers on the grill right now. These are bacon cheddar. The flavor's built right in. Just lob them right into the brat hot tub and let them soak.
I love it. And, of course, you guys mix all the brats and everything with fruit. That's cool. Are we doing shot glasses, or what's that for?
These are for some brat shots that I've got coming up here a little bit later. I think we're going to be on again.
All right.
Show you the brat shots. We've also got the Brachos. This is an invention from Lambeau Field right up there in Green Bay.
Of course, Lambeau Field. All right, thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you in a bit. Let's go back inside and check out this weather. It's kind of beautiful right now.
I think I will have to do that. And also, we're going to have beautiful weather for the Pro Bowl on Sunday. We've got some winds to deal with today, but those winds should be light. And the sky's sunny on Sunday. Pro Bowl kickoffs at 6 p.m., about 72 by then. But we're looking for a high that afternoon of about 76. If you're going to be out tailgating or hanging out in that area, mid to upper 70s with lots of sunshine. Grab the sunscreen for sure. It's going to be a beautiful day. Today's not going to be so bad, but it's going to be much cooler than this. It's also going to be pretty windy. Winds right now across the state haven't picked up all that much. They've been a little breezy in the high country, and Bullhead City's been pretty windy all morning. We saw this at one point up to 33 miles an hour. Right now, 21-mile-an-hour winds in Bullhead City. Our winds have generally been out of the north and northeast, and Sky Harbor's at 5 miles an hour. But I want to switch over here to our 3TV 360 and show you some of the stronger winds around town. town right now. We've got Buckeye checking in with 22-mile-an-hour winds, and Luke Air Force Base and Surprise both showing 12 and 13-mile-an-hour wind speeds right now. And Mesa also 13-mile-an-hour winds and becoming a little more breezy in Scottsdale and Tempe. Out at ASU, 9-mile-an-hour winds out of the northeast. Now, the thing with northeasterly winds is they don't usually cause as many problems with dust as we often see with winds that are out of the south and southwest. So our air quality is actually going to be pretty good today with these winds moving through. We've had this stable air mass out there with kind of this brown cloud, and that'll start to return over the weekend because we're looking at that more stable air returning by then. All right, let's go back to the weather computer here and show you the clear skies across the state. The winds are coming from a cold front that's pushing through our state, but it's a dry cold front, so we're going to see those clear skies, but cooler temperatures for sure today. In fact, I don't think we're going to make it out of the 60s. 65 in Surprise, 64 today at Litchfield Park, and 67 in Peoria and Goodyear, 65 in Glendale, and 67 today in Deer Valley, downtown Phoenix and Scottsdale, 64 in Anthem. We're talking about peak winds today, 15 to 25 miles an hour possibly across town, 66 in Mesa and 67 in Tempe. Tomorrow about 67 as well, but what we're going to look at by the weekend is calmer conditions, 67 tomorrow, but lighter winds, warmer and calm by your Saturday. We'll be in the 70s all weekend. Tess?
All right. Thank you very much, April. Well, it's a special morning for a Valley High School football player who has autism. He's being honored by two very special guests. And this morning, Gina is out there right now from Joe's Crab Shack in Tempe with this story. We love stories like this, Gina.
Yes, Tess. We're here because this is where the ceremony is going to take place. And I have to tell you, if you're waking up maybe a little grumpy this morning, you know what? This story is definitely going to inspire you. And the guest that I have with me is going to inspire you. We are hanging out with Holly Robinson Pete. You are here in town to honor somebody very special. First of all, thanks for joining us on Good Morning Arizona.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited about this event. My husband, Rodney Pete, who's a local guy, and we are partnering our foundation with Autism Speaks, and we are doing the second annual Super Kid Honors right here at Joe's Crab Shack in Tempe on the 30th. So that's Friday before Super Bowl.
You know, Holly, the teenager that you are honoring has autism, 17 years old. What a phenom. Tell us a little bit about his story.
Well, Vincent Stover, he's at State High in Glendale. You know, a kid who's on the spectrum, plays football, and it's really important that these children, these young people get folded into sports at It's so tremendously hard for even a typical kid. And so I love the fact that the high school has embraced him. He's an honor student, and we need more communities, high school communities, to lift these kids up like that. But we are the only Super Bowl event honoring kids, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and we should mention, obviously, your husband, a former NFL player, and Vincent, a football player himself. And, you know, I love the fact that you and your husband have taken, you know, this position, the spotlight that you've been given, and have done wonderful, wonderful things to be a voice. And your son was diagnosed back in 2005, and there are a lot of parents that are watching us that are on the front end of diagnosis. You know, you could be a crystal ball for them. What would you say to the parents where their heads may be spinning and saying, this autism thing, I don't know anything about it, and I'm scared to death for my child?
Well, listen, I remember when we got our diagnosis, it was a very difficult day, and all we were looking for was another family to say it's going to be all right. So I'm here to say it's going to be all right. The best thing I can say is there's so many great resources between Autism Speaks, between, you know, our foundation, Holly Rod, that provides compassionate care for families. So it's going to be okay. My son's 17 now, and it's a little different as they become adolescents, but I would tell people to breathe and know that there are people that are out there ready to help you, to give you resources.
All right. Holly Robinson Pete, thanks for being on our show this morning. We should have mentioned that the event is tomorrow. It is going to be here in Tempe.
Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. It's the Friday before Super Bowl. So it's the 30th.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, between 2 to 4.
All right, awesome. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. And if you missed any of that information, we'll have it all on our website, azfamily.com. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Arizona.
Good Morning Arizona is brought to you by the ARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford.
Today at the Room Store, buy any 7-piece living room, get 50 to 80% off the sofa. Buy any dresser mirror, get 50 to 80 off the bed. Or buy any Sealy or Posturepedic mattress, get the box spring free. The 50 to 80% off sale now at the Room Store.
At the Room Store. Splashdown at Wildlife World Zoo Aquarium and Safari Park with super sea lions, lightning fast cheetahs, even a baby giraffe, and Arizona's largest exotic animal collection.
Be sure to tell them Jungle Jack sent you.
Plan your adventure at wildlifeworld.com.
Tapping them, activating this feature, and blocking your...
I don't know. I think everything's better if you use it on the server side.
I got it. Hey, I wonder who this is, guys. Look, it's my new Wi-Fi modem from Cox. I forgot this was coming today. Wow. Guess I have the fastest internet now.
Wow.
Let's go install it!
Yeah!
Trust the nerds. Get access to the fastest in-home Wi-Fi from Cox with high-speed internet as low as $19.99 a month, and ask how to get a $200 prepaid card.
Howdy, folks. I'm Tex Earnhardt, and I've got some great news for you. We're growing our family of dealerships to better serve you. Now, folks, don't let credit problems stop you from getting the vehicle of your dreams. Get approved right now by phone or online at MrEd.com. We're fast, we're free, and private. No matter where you live in our great state, we got you covered, and I guarantee you, that ain't no bull.
In the daytime, girl, I want to be with you all of the time.
Yo Play, with a smooth and creamy taste your whole family loves. It is so good all of the time.
Want to get that yes feeling for yourself? It's easy with Conn's Yes Money. Even when other stores say no to credit, we say yes. Just go to cons.com to apply and get approved the very same day.
Now at the Room Store, get store-wide savings up to 75%. This Pine Ranch bed, $197. Broy Hill sleigh bed, $397. Broy Hill mansion bed, $597. Buy the dresser mirror, get the bed free. Better quality, better prices, always at the Room Store.
At the Room Store.
Today's weather forecast is brought to you by Desert Schools, celebrating 75 years of giving back.
Flower man, when are you gonna grow?
Hi, I'm Dave Owens, your garden guy. Hey, guys, we're back in the back parking lot in our garden here. We're an organic garden out here. Been here for quite a while, and we plant a lot of different types of fruit trees, and that's one thing you need to think about starting to plant this time of year. Now, this is not your standard citrus trees. These are different types of apple or peaches or plums. All these need to go in and go in right now. In fact, you want to go ahead and start thinking about purchasing in the buckets, just like what you see right here. Or you can go ahead and purchase some bare root. They're very inexpensive, and they like to go in this time of year. Now, here's something you got to keep in mind. When you're purchasing these, we plant what are called low chill-out requiring trees. So you can see the chill-out variety of this particular tree, which is a Dorset, which is an apple, is 100 hours. Anything below 300 hours, and this is very important, will thrive out here and give you plenty of fruit production. Anything above that, well, you're going to be struggling with a tree. And I get a lot of emails on why my tree's not bearing. That's one reason. Two, you want to go ahead and plant several varieties of these types of trees, especially apples. So we've got another Anna in the back area there and some Einsteimers. All these need to go in the ground and go in the ground. One more thing, when you do and you put it in the ground, make sure you cover that trunk with some type of white latex paint. Something else you want to think about planting this time of year is your different types of asparagus. We've got a Mary Washington right here. Plant them out here. We use them as a foil, as a backdrop. They are excellent, and they do very well. It takes about 4 years for them to start producing these spheres, and you don't want to really start harvesting those until 4 years, even if they produce them. So plant them right now. Ideal situation. Like I said, they'll last, and they'll last for up to 25 years. Last but not least, our grapes. Our different types of grapes need to go in. This is a Thompson seedless. Doesn't look like much, but they, again, thrive out here in the desert Southwest, make a nice structure, and you want to go ahead and put those in the ground because of the fact that we've got that cool weather, and that cool weather is what makes things thrive. Now, if you haven't already done it, go ahead and prune these guys, and you want to prune them quite severely if you want to go ahead and produce grapes. Don't forget to go ahead and prune your fruit trees, and, of course, your grapes and your roses. All those need to be pruned this time of year. Hold off on any pruning any type of frost damage time plant material, and we'll be back right after this.
Good Morning Arizona is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe, injury attorneys.
Thomasville, America's leader in fine home furnishings, proudly introduces the new Harlow and Finch collection. Plus, Thomasville offers other national brands such as Stickley, Lexington, Tommy Bahama, and many more. Let one of our design professionals help you select from hundreds of frames and thousands of fabrics that beautifully reflect your personality and style. Enjoy store-wide savings on furniture for every room in your home. Visit Thomasville today in Scottsdale, Arrowhead, and Tempe.
America's Best Designer Sale is going on now. You get 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95, plus get a free eye exam. Hundreds of designer frames to choose from. Sofia Vergara, Project Runway, Darion, and more. The designer sale at America's Best. 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 and a free eye exam. Hurry, sale ends soon. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit americasbest.com to schedule an appointment today. America's Best, the best prices in sight.
Are you upside down in debt? Bankruptcy can eliminate or reduce your debts. Stop the harassing phone calls now. With no money down and easy payments, Oswald Law is the smart call for you.
Hi. Hi. Do your dentures come with a guarantee?
Oh, no, dentures don't. But this thing did. Melts away love handles or your money back.
I'll be right with you.
Okay, let's try something new.
Hi.
Hi.
Do your dentures come with a money-back guarantee?
Absolutely.
Did you hear that?
They already know.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry by giving you a denture money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
There are many careers that power today's IT world. The College of Information Systems and Technology at University of Phoenix helps students find their path. Our programs help IT professionals grow in fields such as app development, cybersecurity, and networking. Imagine your IT career, powered by University of Phoenix. To learn more, visit us online. Let's get to work.
Hi, I'm Steve Countryman for Birch Ford. We're buying a new Ford as a snap. Drive a new Fusion, only $139 a month, or save up to $10,000 off F-150. But you better hurry in before the savings and selection are gone.
Sing it, Scotty.
Is this singing or is this just kind of talking?
It's talking. It's rapping. It's a little bit of it all. That's right. Live picture from the Penguin Air News Chopper. This is that cool crop circle that's going to soon have both teams' names getting ready for the Super Bowl. 7 football fields long, this thing is. And this is going to be awesome when it's all done. Playing along with some Snoop Dogg because he'll be here for the DirecTV show concert that they're going to be doing.
Anyway, beautiful shot from Bruce up there in the Penguin Air. Thank you. April, how we doing?
It's a little windy out there this morning.
A little bit, but it is pretty nice, I have to say.
Yeah, it's nice. Kind of crisp. We've got temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and the wind's kind of picking up right now. Let's show you the winds as we take a live look outside this morning. There's a live look at Camelback. Winds out of the northeast right now at about 10 miles an hour. We do have some spots, including Buckeye. It's closer to about 20 miles an hour. 55 is the current temperature. It's pretty dry, too. 17% relative humidity. It's a dry, cold front that's driving these winds, which is also going to bring a colder air mass into the state, meaning we are only going to warm things up today to about 67 degrees.
Both Both Pro Bowl teams are going to be practicing out at Luke Air Force Base this morning. But come Sunday, they won't be wearing the traditional red, white, and blue Pro Bowl uniforms. Check this out. Nike once again created the game's unis, creating black, gray, and neon colors. I love it. Team Irvin will rock the black and orange. Team Carter now has the neon green. Stars on the back of the jersey will reflect the number of past Pro Bowl selections for that player. The game, of course, taking place over in Glendale. Kickoff Sunday night at 6 p.m. Should be a lot of fun. Let's talk Super Bowl. We now know when the teams will start arriving and when they will be talking to the media. On Sunday, the Seahawks arrive. Coach Pete Carroll and quarterback Russell Wilson will talk to the media at Sky Harbor. And then on Monday, the Patriots arrive at the airport. Coach Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady will be talking to the media that evening. And then, of course, Tuesday, the craziest day surrounding the entire Super Bowl test. That is when Media Day will take place.
Ah, so much fun. Now, yesterday we shared how renting your home Super Bowl week could be a great way to bring in some extra money, but be warned, it can also cost you. One Valley woman says letting strangers into her home cost her big time. Leslie McGee rented out her Scottsdale house over the weekend, and now instead of making cash, she has about $7,500 worth of damages. She rented her home out to a woman she found through Airbnb. It's a website for people to list and book accommodations all around the world. Now, the woman told McGee she planned to throw a small dinner party for her mom, but instead, this was a party for hundreds of people.
This could happen to you, and even though these people are verified, you have to take further steps and do some research on people.
Airbnb says they have zero tolerance for this kind of thing, and they're working to make things right for her. Some very special guests will be in Phoenix next week. Aside from all the stars and celebrities, we'll have officials from Santa Clara, California. They're going to be getting a first-hand look at what it takes to put on a Super Bowl. That's because they're going to be hosting Super Bowl 50 next year. And what better place to learn than the Valley of the Sun?
The event is overwhelming, and it's huge and spectacular, and so we expect to find a lot of things that we're going to need to plan for over the next 11 months.
For example, the fire department will take notes on building capacity, exit routes, emergency access, even the use of pyrotechnics. Building inspectors will take a look at placement of temporary structures and, of course, security.
Hundreds of Valley kids have been collecting books and school supplies for the NFL's Super Kids Super Sharing program. And today, they're handing out their donations with some help from the Arizona Cardinals. Javier is out there to tell us all about this. What a fun event, Javi.
You know what, this is exciting because I know we have the Super Bowl. A lot of people think that the excitement is the big game, but there is a lot of excitement that'll continue for the next couple weeks as we prepare for that. Spike, you got my hair? You got me? I look good? Okay. Camera ready. Spike's got my back here. But there's a lot of excitement and a lot of people coordinating, making sure that this goes off with a hitch, including a lot of kids benefiting. We want to bring in Susan Groh. She's with the NFL's Arizona Super Kids, and you and your husband started this 15 years ago, and it's really skyrocketed since.
It has taken off like crazy. We started with 3 schools in Atlanta 15 years ago. This year we're working with more than 100 schools. We've got kids coming in, hundreds of kids here today, coming in and dropping off the books, sports equipment, and school supplies that they've been collecting. This afternoon, everything gets turned around that goes to recipient schools in the local community. So, great project.
Yeah, part recycling, part just giving back to the community.
It is, yeah, a lot of giving back to the community. You've got schools that have items, extra items, other schools that really need them. So at a basic level, it's a recycling program, but also a great chance for kids to do something to help other kids.
All right, well, we love what you do. Congratulations on the success. We want to bring in Frank Sanders, a legendary Arizona Cardinal. You're here this morning hanging out with these kids. How does it feel to be able to watch these kids give back?
It's very exciting, I think, as a player, but as a person, just to watch the kids do what they do. Kids showing love, kids grabbing hold of the big vision of sharing. And I think that, to me, is pretty special.
And Susan was just explaining that the Cardinals organization has been lights out and one of the better organizations to work with when it comes to this program.
You know what? The Cardinals have done a great job. As an alumnus, I've been throughout the Valley and tons of events for the Cardinals, for not just charity events, getting involved with the kids, hospital visits. I can't speak anything but good news about what the Cardinals do. Because I played on 2 teams, the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals, but the Cardinals have just been lights out when it comes to giving back to the community.
All right, we won't let the Ravens hear that.
But it is what it is. When you're a top dog and you're doing your job, they're doing a great job here in Arizona. I definitely know that.
All right, give us your prediction for the Super Bowl here. What do you got?
I'm going Seattle.
Seattle?
I am. I'm going Seattle. The X factor is Wilson. When he runs that ball and he does something different, they seem like they can turn it up a notch, offensive, defensive, and I just think they got the better team right now.
And Beast Mode, he's hard to stop.
That guy, man, is pretty special at what he does. I love the way he does. I love the way he goes about his business as usual. But I love the way his team supports him and what he does. But as a player, I mean, on the field, you can't ask for anything better than what he does for his team.
Just happy you didn't have to tackle him, right?
You know, I'm definitely happy about that. 100%. I'm pretty sure all the other guys are very happy that they wish they got a chance to do what they do, but that guy's a beast, man. He got the name. He earned his name.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. Pleasure taking your time this morning. Give it back to the community. Give it back to the kids. A lot of smiling faces out here. You can't complain about that. Guys, back to you.
Love it. Love it. Thank you very much, Javier. All right, parents, sometimes all we want is a bit of peace and quiet. When you have a baby, let me tell you, those times are definitely rare.
But there's no need to feel guilty because look at some moms who apologize to their little ones for their parenting fails. Let's check these out.
Yeah, you can find these photos on Dear Baby XO. All right, take a look at this apology. It says, "Dear baby, sorry I took a photo instead of helping you up."
You gotta laugh. I love it. How about this one? "Dear baby, sorry I used my last $2 to buy this at a yard sale instead of the headless Barbie you wanted."
Or how about the baby who is walking a file folder? This parent writes, "Dear baby, sorry and enjoy because this is as close as you're going to get to having a puppy."
Uh-oh. And then finally, "Dear baby, sorry, you are basically our Swiffer." Some kids help us out with the cleaning by sliding all across the floor in their fleece pants. What is wrong with that, I ask?
We have all had those moments. Parenting fails. You got to laugh about it. With the new year comes the time to change your computer passwords.
Don't use password, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the most popular passwords of 2014, so here we go. The top 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
People really use that still, right?
So.
Or password and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, the top 3 passwords are also the most obviously insecure.
No.
Yeah, who would guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Well, other bad ones making the top 25 list: Batman. Why that? Access and 69, 69, 69.
Okay. No comment on that. Get ready to laugh, folks. Not from the comment, of course. We have comedian Pablo Francisco. He is in the house, and he always makes us laugh hard.
Yeah, clear blue skies out there this morning. We're tracking a cold front, though, that's going to bring some windy weather to your Thursday. We'll talk about that coming up.
Next, Queen Latifah from The Talk.
Co-host and real-life friends Julie Chen and Aisha Tyler. Queen puts our friendship to the ultimate test. What is Aisha's biggest pet peeve? No, not in front of Queen, no!
Plus, creative crustaceans. Queen Lobster. And actor Dave Annable. Next, Queen Latifah.
I'm kicking it with the Queen.
Today at 2 on 3TV. Weekday mornings on 3TV. Watch Your Life A to Z at 10 a.m. The Meredith Vieira Show at 11. The Doctors at noon. And The Steve Harvey Show at 1 p.m. Thanks for watching 3TV.
Maybe this won't come out.
Dirty little secrets always come out.
When it's your job to protect powerful people.
It's handled.
Mr. President, be careful not to get too close. You're being played by the best politician in the world. Scandal.
Sundays at 8 on 3TV.
When you've been hurt in a car wreck, there are a lot of people who want to give you advice. But if you want the right advice, there's only one person you need to talk to. I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. In a wreck, need a check? Make one call, that's all.
977-1900.
Does a freshly printed presentation fill you with optimism?
Then you might be gear-centric.
Right now, get this case of paper for only $24.99 and save even more after rewards. Office Depot and Office Max. Gear up for great.
Dental health is important. That's why Smile Fitness Dental Centers invite all new patients to come in for a consultation, exam, x-rays, and simple cleaning, all for just $15.
It's simple, my friend. We care about you.
Online at smilefitnessdentalcenters.com.
If the insurance companies treated you fairly after a car wreck, we wouldn't be in business. When we call, The insurance companies listen. Don't settle for less. Make one call. That's all.
Call 977-1900.
Oh, get ready to laugh. Pablo Francisco is in town, the very best. He's at the Tempe Improv through the weekend, starting tonight through Sunday night. We love it when you're here, man. What's up with the swag hat?
Man, as you know, the hockey player, you know, put the hat on. I got that like a gas station attendant. Hey, how you doing? Y'all doing good? Right there, I tell you what, man. Come on, you got a serious drinking problem when you got a AAA card. Okay, what's the deal with that, huh? But it's, you know, it's a hockey thing, but the Super Bowl's happening. So
I know. You excited for that, or
I'm
you
excited.
Care less?
I know, yeah, okay. I'm happy for it, you know. I'm betting on the coin toss. That's what I'm betting on.
Is that what you're betting on?
Heads or tails. There you go.
So what's up with this TV show you were telling me about?
Well, we're working on a cartoon. It's a cartoon and comedy.
You like
together.
doing that, the cartoon kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, you figure...
Because you're a man of about 1 million voices.
About 17 voices. It kind of works in that. Working on some new ones, but it's like cartoons and comedy put together. Steve Kramer, who's on the show this week with me, and Short Bus. But Steve does all the animation for it, so we got together with Nuvo. It's a network, that Latino network for only Latinos. But I'm the white Latino, so I hang out at Lowe's. So
you do a great Latino, the guy in the car listening to the Latino music.
What is he saying? I don't understand. There's a dog over here. I'm just doing this. I need 4 guitars because I'm so drunk I can't find the neck.
Can you do the white guy in the strip bar for me?
Hey, what's going on here, huh? How are you? Hey, man, who's doing the duck noise? Every place you go to, just do the duck noise. Do that. Even when people are doing karaoke, you know. Who's doing that? I want to try to sing again. Who's doing that?
How often do you try to come up with new stuff? Because I could hear the stuff that you did 5 years ago forever and be totally cool with that.
Well, thank you, man. I'm trying to work on some different ones. There's Mark Wahlberg. He's in every movie, and he's in every commercial, and he's in every television show. Now he's doing elementary school announcements. Hey, Corbin Elementary, huh? You doing good? You doing good, man? Huh? Get even a Salisbury steak. Come on, don't forget extra gravy. Come on, and science fair's coming. No volcanoes. Okay? You doing good? You doing good? And that's I'm working on that one, and you know. And I'm getting him from Jonathan Kike. He's a good guy, too. So he helps me
Do you ever
out.
hear from these guys? Because you do a great movie voice and all the guys you do.
I saw, I was at a pawn shop, and I saw Aaron Neville walk in with an Xbox, and he goes, look at this Xbox. I know the years I show it. Look at this ring, so big and golden growing. But Aaron Neville... He came after me a little bit. I think he shot the beat.
He's got to love that.
Well, he's like, "Where how you doing?" He's like trying to find a radio station. And Wayne Newton was kind of like, kind of angry because I go, "He has a big head, but a little tiny face." How you doing, Pablo?
Pablo Francisco at the Improv starting tonight through Sunday. Just go to... just go there.
Yeah, go to the Improv.
Just go
it's
there.
in Tempe. Come on
It'll
down.
be the best show you've ever seen. I promise you will laugh your you-know-what off.
Come on down. It's going to be okay. I'm Casey Kasem.
April could probably use some help with the weather.
That's right. Here's April with the weather. I'm Casey Kasem. That's
I love it.
Let it rain.
Let it rain.
That's what I do. I make it rain. A hiking planner for today. Noon, 61 degrees. Afternoon high, 67. We're going to be pretty windy, though, today. We already have some breezy conditions developing out there this morning. About 15-mile-an-hour winds across parts of the valley. And because our winds are out of the north and northeast today and not the south, it's actually going to help us out with our air quality. We've had this kind of stagnant air mass with this brown cloud over the valley. When winds are out of the south, it kind of kicks up dust, and we see these numbers start to rise, coarse particles, but they're going to stay in the good category today. I would say it would be a day to breathe easy, but I know for folks with allergies, windy days like today are not easy. We're going to see a rise in fine particles tomorrow and through the weekend as well, because we have high pressure that's going to build back in. It's going to get really nice around here again, but again, that's going to lead to a stagnant air mass. In the meantime, we've got windy conditions in Bullhead City, 21-mile-an-hour wind. winds really haven't picked up much across much of the state. But again, the valley this morning, we've seen some areas where it's gotten really gusty already. The winds are being driven by a dry cold front that is dropping in from the north today. A dry cold front meaning not only does it feel pretty dry out there and our skies are clear, but all of the rain and snow that yesterday's front brought is all to our east. We're going to stay sunny today across most of the state. There's a slight chance for some showers maybe in the far eastern part of our state, but the rest of us, sunshine, just cold. That front is bringing a colder air mass, so a high of 32 degrees. That's it today for Flagstaff. 55 in Kingman and 46 for Prescott, 47 in Payson and 70 today in Yuma. For the valley, cool and windy, 67 your high, 15 to 25 mile-an-hour winds possible today. And again, out of the northeast, breezy again tonight and cold. Overnight lows mid-30s to low 40s around town. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 67 degrees for an afternoon high. As we look at your 7-day forecast, some interesting changes as we get into Super Bowl week around here. First, it's going to be really nice this weekend. The Pro Bowl, nothing but sunshine and highs in the 70s. But by Monday and Tuesday, we're tracking a storm that looks to bring us a slight chance of rain at this point for Monday and Tuesday. Not going to be that cold of a storm, though. We'll stay in the 70s, and it should clear out of here by Wednesday.
Thank you, April. Super Bowl Sunday is all about football, of course, and the food. We've already talked about what the guys want to eat for the big game, but what about the ladies? Heidi is live this morning at the Arizona Culinary Institute with some ideas. Earlier you said we'll have lighter choices for the ladies. Do they really need to be light, Heidi?
No, I totally lied because I wanted people to stick around, and they did. And now I'm going to tell you all the sweet treats that women want. And the cocktails. But hold on one second. We are now in the bakery part of the Institute where they are whipping up all sorts of fabulous things. And I don't know if you can see back beyond those windows. That is actually their restaurant. It's called Du Jour. And they prepare lunch here every day, Monday through Friday. And you can come out and taste what these rising chefs of the valley are learning how to prepare. So kind of neat. So yeah, let's talk about Super Bowl and looking at all of their wonderful pastries this morning. That, we've decided, is what the ladies really want, right? Is something sweet to eat. So we're talking to Chef Tracy DeWitt about not only what you guys are doing here, but what we can all do at home for Super Bowl. Good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, you guys, there's an absolute ton of food in here, and you guys get to nibble on this every day. I asked you earlier, how do you guys not all weigh 500 pounds? This is a lot of food.
Well, we probably just have to go to the gym every day so we can enjoy all the
and practice that
wonderful
willpower.
Pastries they have here.
They take a break, she said, twice a day, and then they eat all this good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we're talking about Super Bowl, and we want to make the ladies happy. A lot of ladies are huge football fans, so they might be partaking in the stuff that the guys are eating. But we like our chocolate. Let's just call it like it is.
Absolutely. There's stuff in chocolate that makes us feel good. So it's not just because it tastes good that we like it, but there's actually some chemical components in there that make us feel a little more euphoric and happy.
And as we're watching the game, and maybe our team might not be doing as well as we'd like, this is a beautiful cake, by the way.
Yes,
Tell me what's in there.
This is our chocolate hazelnut cake. And it has a chocolate glaze on the outside. Inside is a almond hazelnut meringue cake. It's got a hazelnut mousse and chocolate cake inside.
And you, of all people here in the Valley, you know your chocolate. Can you take just a second and talk about the money that you've won, the contest that you've won nationally for your work with chocolate?
Yes, in 2006 I won the National Bread and Pastry Championship. In 2009 I got second place at the National World Pastry Forum. And I've won 2 gold medals on the Food Network, making chocolate showpieces.
Obviously, you know what you're doing.
So the chocolate that we're serving today is a bittersweet chocolate. It has antioxidants in it that are really healthy for us.
It's good for you.
Like I said, antidepressants, which make us feel better. And then, of course, it tastes delicious.
Of course, it tastes good. And you have, obviously, you're really good. Yours looks beautiful. But the other thing that the ladies want, really everybody likes to have on Super Bowl Sunday is maybe a cocktail. So you guys have a special one just for Super Bowl 49.
That's right. This is our ACI Super Bowl 49 cocktail. Connor here is going to be preparing the cocktail for us. What he's going to be doing is dipping the rim of the glass into a poaching liquid, and that poaching liquid is made from aloe vera.
Oh, yeah.
Now, aloe vera is very healthy for you also. It can help regulate your blood sugar.
See, this is a health food segment. Okay, keep going. Is this salt or sugar?
This is a combination of Himalayan salt and lime sugar. And after you've had some of the chocolates, if your blood sugar's coming up, aloe vera actually regulates blood sugar.
Okay.
So having
a little bit of that.
Aloe vera cocktail. This is our poaching liquid. And it has a mint and agave nectar in there.
Okay.
And now he's about to add the elderflower liqueur. So this is the alcohol that's going in.
Okay. And then
lastly, he's going to put in a little bit of the rosé cava Spanish champagne. So that's going to give it a little fizz.
So this is a pretty cocktail for the ladies.
Yep.
To wash down their chocolate. And Tess, I don't know if you were listening, antioxidants, good for your blood sugar. This is healthy. Antidepressants. I think it's totally appropriate for Super Bowl Sunday, and it's healthy.
Yeah. No one wants to be depressed on Super Bowl Sunday.
Right. Nobody wants to be depressed. And if your hubby's team isn't winning and he's depressed, give him some of this stuff, too.
Stuff him with chocolate. Love it.
Lots of chocolate. Look how pretty this is. And no, I can't take a drink of it on TV, but it is pretty.
Oh, that looks nice. And they do fantastic work there out at the Arizona Culinary Institute.
They really do.
So.
They really do.
Thank you, Heidi. Great ideas. We are loving it. We are ready for Super Bowl. Hey, today's azfamily.com word of the day is season. Just enter the word for points and use them for prizes and discounts. It's all at azfamily.com. We'll be right back with the Big Grill.
I've always wanted to go to college. That helps you evolve as a person. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Diamonds, the jewelry exchange, has diamond solitaires up to 3 carats for $9.90 per carat. Certified for $1,900 to $2,900 per carat. Custom and designer lines set while you watch. No interest for 6 months. The Jewelry Exchange in Phoenix.
From the scene of yet another car wreck, we go live to Janet Green. Janet?
There are dozens of car wrecks every day in the Phoenix area. The problem is people often don't realize they've been hurt until a couple of days later. And without documentation, people won't get the money they deserve for their injuries. The solution? The Lerner and Rowe app. It allows you to completely document the wreck and even allows you to submit your case directly to Lerner and Rowe. It's free and it's a must-have.
Thanks, Janet. Lerner and Rowe truly is the way to go.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
People tell me, Russell, you've achieved your dreams because you have talent. Oh, yeah? Talent? What's talent? Talent's just practice and practice. Attempt after attempt after attempt. All day, every day. That's it. Look, everything you're going to be, you already are. If you really want to achieve your dreams, protect what's inside you.
You are a born hunter. A hunter that feasts from land and sea. Evolution has been kind to you, and so has Arby's. Because now, you can mix and match any 2 of your 3 favorite classic Arby's sandwiches for just $6. Join the sandwich hunt. It's a very easy hunt. Arby's, we have the meat.
Spencer's TV and Appliance kicks off the new year with a Clear the Warehouse blowout. Why shop anywhere else when you can get Spencer's lower prices, more selection of all the top brands, and a knowledgeable sales staff eager to help. And during this sale, save big on all GE appliances. Get your special New Year's pricing on every refrigerator, washer and dryer, oven, range, dishwasher, and microwave. Save today at the Warehouse blowout at Spencer's TV and Appliance. It's like having a friend in the business.
Hi, I'm Steve Countryman for Birch Ford. We're buying a new Ford as a snap. Drive a new Fusion, only $139 a month, or save up to $10,000 off F-150. But you better hurry in before the savings and selection are gone.
Well, we are ending the show as we should with the Johnsonville brought semi in the back lot, all 65 feet or 75 feet?
65.
65. Ryan is out here, and he is the grill master. He's the expert. You can do 750 brats at a time, and you're going to be at the Super Bowl.
That's right. We're going to be at the big game between Gate 2 and 3, raising money for the Glendale Firefighters Charities. We've got some great grilling recipes out here.
Any tips real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. The bend is your friend. So a lot of people fumble around with the brat when they're trying to flip them over. All you got to do is apply a little pressure right in the middle of the bend and roll it, just like that.
Idea.
And get them flipped over. Real simple, real easy. The other thing, too, is the brat hot tub. Throw a foil pan on the grill, put your favorite beer in there, slice up an onion and a stick of butter, and it'll keep those brats hot throughout the entire big game.
Wow.
And beer?
Butter and beer, that's
How many
right.
brats did you say you could grill out here at the same time?
750. We've got
Holy
32
moly.
square feet of grilling surface up here.
That's enough for all of us, I think. 750 brats.
Yeah,
How
that
many
might
do you
go.
think you'll do on Super Bowl day?
I think we're going to do about 3,000.
Wow.
3,000.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's what our goal is. We can fit 2,000 pounds of Johnsonville brats right here in our big freezer. So, we're ready for the big game. And I've got these brat shots here, too. We just came up with these.
A brat
for you
shot.
tailgaters.
20 seconds left. What is that?
That is, basically, you just crush up a little Dorito, throw a slice of brat in there, a little
like
cheese
that.
whiz drizzle,
Thank you.
and a jalapeno, or you could do it the Wisconsin style. A little sauerkraut dollop
Very
of
nice.
This is how we're ending the show, though, on brat
Ryan, thank you so much for bringing this big rig here to 3TV. Have fun with the Super Bowl. And everybody, thanks for watching Good Morning Arizona. Have a great Thursday.